Sports at their core are a shared experience. They are a universal language that can unite people from different backgrounds, cultures, and political viewpoints. A podcast that provides a space for both the fans and the players' perspective taps into this fundamental human need for community. It makes listeners feel like they are a part of an inclusive conversation, not just passive consumers of content. In an increasingly fragmented world, these spaces of shared passion are vital. And welcome to the Benchwarmers Block, where each week we'll be covering the biggest games of the week. Whether you're a diehard fan or just getting into football, we hope that you'll join us for this week's action here on the Benchwarmers Block.
Last week on Sunday Night Football, me and Brendan decided we would watch the Browns and the Miami Dolphins game. The final score for the game was 31-6, with the Browns winning over the Dolphins. The Dolphins seem to have been struggling so far this season, but you can tell that the Browns kind of came to want to win more, seeing that they were both tied at, I believe, 1-5. What did you think going through that game? What was kind of in your own head there?
Well, watching the game, it's just very apparent that the Dolphins are just not a very good football team at all, especially offensively. Like, Tua is just terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I know Tyreek Hill, like, he has a leg injury, so
Shattered his leg.
He's done for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
But they just have no running game, no passing game. They don't believe in Tua offensively. The defense doesn't believe in them. Defense is always on the field, so they're tired, giving up all these points.
I don't even think the fan base believes in Tua.
Yeah. At this point, I think it's just time to move on from Tua. I think it's just not very good down there.
When he got drafted, I believe he was projected to be a great quarterback, and now that he's been in the league for a few years now, riddled with injuries and those really awful concussions, I think people are starting to realize he's not going to last long at all. And I believe even some people are kind of hoping he decides to call it quits soon, and then the Dolphins will focus on their next kind of quarterback, whoever it's going to be. But
he's shown flashes. Like in years prior, like early on, he would be in like MVP conversations like throughout like 4 or 5 weeks of the games. Like he's shown flashes.
Those early weeks.
I'm telling you, they have those are the ones that have everybody fooled. He's shown flashes of it, but I think mixed in with like the injuries and just everything, it just doesn't seem like it's working out down there.
This week, I took stats. He only threw for 100 yards, but threw for 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
So it's
and they were bad.
His performance should be a major red flag for everyone in the league. And
those were bad picks too. Like they weren't even like tip passes or like they were just missing. Either throwing the ball right to the defender or just completely missing the receiver.
Those concussions match those jerseys pretty nicely.
I'm telling you.
No, I would. I know Miami also had a tendency of that game to fumble. I believe they had 6 fumbles, and Cleveland only had 1. So we had this conversation about the Patriots. The Miami Dolphins might be in the same boat here. They're struggling holding on to that ball.
You just can't give up the ball like that much and expect to win a game. Like 6 fumbles, like mixed in with the 3 picks, that's 9 turnovers. I don't think.
Plus, what else I haven't tracked?
Yeah, like that's just terrible. You're just giving the ball away. You're shooting yourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Every time you like get a couple yards to get a first down, it's like you're giving the ball away essentially. And like defense, as soon as they sit down, back on the field.
Yep.
You know? So.
Yeah. You don't see it much from the Cleveland Browns. I know they've had some QB struggles with their new kind of QB room with you know who it is.
Yeah.
They honestly looked not bad that game. Can't say for many other weeks because I don't watch the Browns that often, but they looked good.
None of us do, don't worry.
We're throwing balls to the right people, getting them big yards, even running the ball pretty well. I believe he had the running back had 25 carries for 84 yards and only averaged 3.4 yards a game. But he ended up getting 3 touchdowns. So you could say the Browns are pretty run-heavy this week.
Quinshon Judkins, he's been coming along pretty nicely. I believe he leads the rookie running backs in yards right now. So he's been coming along really nicely. The defense in Cleveland is always good. There was never a problem defensively. It's just that they they didn't, and they still don't. Maybe it's too early to tell, but I don't think Dylan Gabriel is gonna last much longer.
No.
Like as a starting quarterback in Cleveland, like as we look forward down like years. So once they get that figured out, the whole line isn't terrible. Like
No.
they have a decent run game, good run game.
Yep.
They got receivers could be a little better, like the receiving game, but
Yeah.
But then again, when you're playing Miami and they're just all over the place, I think any offense could have had a game on them. To be
Panthers could win.
Yeah, they actually did when they played a couple weeks ago. I don't know, if I remember correctly, I think Miami. Oh no, the Panthers. The Panthers won that game.
No, by 3.
Yeah. It was a close game. It was a close game. Yeah.
That's bad though. That's bad.
It came down to the last second.
I mean, I'm New England and the Bills fan, so it's Miami's like their children pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sad when you think about it, because like you want every team to play a great game, but then you watch them, and even like as like a hardcore fan, you got to realize at the point like we're not gonna do well. So we just got to focus on like off season and figuring all that out. But
yeah, it's coming early for them in Miami. I think after this season though, I think everybody's gone. Like I think the head coach is gone, Mike McDaniel.
He's been struggling.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's his fault completely, but I think when stuff runs its course, it's just you just gotta go in a different direction. It's getting under
their skin too. I've seen in like interviews where everyone's kind of like throwing at each other and all that.
Of course, you got Tua calling out people like showing up to like either showing up late to like player only meetings or like not showing up at all. Mm-hmm. And then recently, like when he had said that in an interview a couple weeks ago, a former Dolphins player, he like made an Instagram post or like a Twitter post, and he was like, "Yeah, Tua showed up late to meetings himself." So it's just drama. Yeah. It's just they need to just blow the whole thing up, restart.
We know the Browns got drama too. Want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, we know who the backup quarterback is for Cleveland.
Yep.
Mr.
Shedeur Sanders.
All-Star.
Yep.
Shedeur Sanders. You think we're going to see him play anytime soon?
I don't know.
He likes to think he is, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think in that scenario, like, I think it's just apparent that he's just not in the right place to like play. And I think it's like every chance they get to like show that they don't believe in him, like they do it. And I think at a certain point it's just like I don't know. I feel bad for him, but I'm not saying he's gonna. In a hypothetical where let's say he does start for Cleveland. Yeah. I'm not saying he's gonna light it up. They're gonna win all these games. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying at least be given a chance. Yeah. That's what I'm.
He needs to prove himself.
Yeah. No. For sure. But then again, it is hard to prove yourself when you're not getting a chance.
When you're the third string.
You know what I'm saying? But even in obviously the preseason is what it is.
It's the preseason.
You're playing against third stringers, I understand. But he's a third string, so he's playing against, when you look at it on depth chart, he's playing against people that's near his talent. Yeah. And when we did see that, he did pretty good.
He had a few moments, I know, during preseason where he kind of struggled with his aspects and finding where he is, and that kind of led to some huge losses or some good pressure. But I think he'll figure it out in a couple of years' time and finally figure out his role in the team and not be.
Yeah, I think they just got to get him up out of there.
Yeah,
I think at this just get something for him while you can, because he was before the draft he was projected first round. So just if you're not gonna use him, just get him up out of there.
Fifth?
Yeah, fourth, fifth, something like that. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's got to be brutal.
Crazy world out here. On Sunday, the Titans got absolutely boat raced by your New England Patriots. Drake May threw for 222 yards on 23 attempts, 21 completions, 2 touchdowns. Ramondre Stevenson had 18 carries for 88 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry, which is pretty good for a running back. 1 touchdown. Cam Ward also had a decent game, even though he did throw for more attempts than Drake May did. He had 255 yards, 1 touchdown, but ultimately he did have a pick too. What were some of your thoughts watching that game?
You know me, I like the Patriots. They're hometown team, so everyone around here roots for them. So it's good to see that the team is finally come together, and you can tell because they're now 5-2, and they're comfortable now. So we're seeing more kind of experience throws, and we're seeing throws that are being caught over someone's head.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very exciting to see a team that we all grew up watching to really shine again, and especially against the Titans, we saw throws that we never thought we would see in a while, and they're just catching them out of there, and it's like, I can't believe what we're watching.
Yeah.
So I was really excited watching that game. It was kind of personal, and like it felt good to watch a game for once.
100%, yeah. I know the Titans were up a little bit early, where that first drive, Cam Ward looked really good. He took the Titans down the field. They scored. Looked very poised back there in the pocket. You know, passes were very much on the money.
Yep.
But the Patriots' offense this year is looking very explosive, especially in the past game, more so than recent years, because you know we've been accustomed to the Patriots not having very good offenses, and
we don't talk about that.
And recent memory. But this year, like
that's old Patriots. We're new Patriots.
I know it's looking good now. Like you see, even in like the play action game or like the deep throw game, like they're looking really good. Like receivers open downfield.
It's also like scary accurate.
Yeah.
Like, especially in this game, Drake May was throwing it in the dude's hand from like 50 yards out. It's like,
and I'm saying
you can never see that again.
Yeah, and these receivers are open down the field, and like they have like 5 yards between them and the defender. So it's not, obviously some of the balls are 50-50, but a lot of it is these guys are getting open down the field, really stretching out the field, breaking the top off the defense. So it's looking really good. And the running game, Ramondre Stevenson, I know we were on him a little earlier with those fumbles, but he must have watched.
Now we apologize.
Yeah, he must have watched our podcast, and I think we ignited something in him. So all the Patriots fans can thank us for that. How he's been playing recently, but he's been looking pretty good.
Went from haters to lovers.
Yeah, he's been looking really, really good as of late himself.
Yeah, no. Even we've seen Drake May make pretty good throws even in his rookie year, but now that he's come out and now he's proved what he's worth, I think people are loving him. Even like we saw at the Titans when they played there, he was getting MVP chants from the Titans fans.
He's been getting a lot of
which is like crazy.
Yeah.
So
it's the excitement factor, especially for the when a team hasn't really been good in recent memory, and then you get this like kind of spark of energy, like something like a new toy kind of sort of, and he's like bringing energy back into the fan base. Like people actually watch the games now. People actually like want to go to the games. People actually like turn it on ESPN to see what happened in the game. So he's definitely bringing a little bit of juice back.
Oh yeah, I know when the Pats play and I can't watch, I turn the notifications on my phone, and every time something happens, I check my phone and I get excited.
Yeah, before it was like, oh yeah, I might miss the Pats game, but I'm not missing anything.
It's the problem. The Pats defense too, it really turned, like it gets them going, because we talked how they were losing at first, and now all of a sudden they stopped them completely after the second half. Like in the second half, they scored no points. I don't even believe they came close to scoring. So it's really like quite impressive. Their defense has always been good, but it's like at the same time where it's like you're like kind of now like usually defense is very like, oh, we're gonna try and stop them, but if we can't, they're gonna get them. The Pats defense, they stop them every time the ball. I don't think a ton of people got like huge breakout yards. Yeah, but
they were looking good. I think from the Patriots defense standpoint, in that game, I think Tennessee, it's just, I don't know. I think they just got to figure it out, like offensively. Obviously, like I don't really know how much they put into it, having a rookie quarterback and having a first-time head coach. But obviously, obviously they want to win something because they just fired their first-year head coach with a rookie quarterback. So I don't really know how much they expect to get out of it. But I don't know. I think with that, they just got to figure something out.
I think they were kind of expecting Cam Ward to come out as the number one, I believe, draft pick.
Yeah, number one overall,
coming out, firing and looking ready. And he's throwing pretty well. He threw for 255. But I don't think it's what people kind of expected, where like you get shut out in the second half by like a team like the Patriots, which are a great team, but
I think when you look at it, I think nowadays is that people just aren't, they're very impatient. And I think when you look at it, you look at rookie quarterbacks that came out last year, when it was the last one was Jaden Daniels, where it was his rookie year. It was like, oh my gosh, like amazing.
He's the best.
And then before that, it was CJ Stroud's rookie season where he looked amazing, and everybody was like, oh my gosh. I think you can't really, especially for quarterbacks, is the one position where you get into this like comparison so much, where it's like, okay, like Jaden Daniels did go to the Commanders, but it was a way more favorable situation because
Yeah.
they did have Terry McLaurin there.
Mm-hmm.
They did get him Deebo Samuel his second year. So the defense wasn't terrible. Not the best, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
I think with this Tennessee team, you no longer have Derrick Henry.
Nope.
You don't have Calvin Ridley's good, but he's very inconsistent. You don't have a real like number one solidified.
Yeah.
You don't have like a best friend that can go out there.
The Titans also had a few injuries this game, so there was a bit of a struggle with like personnel, but
Yeah. You don't have a defense that is just so, like, lock up that you can lean on them to, like, pick up your
Yeah.
offense all the time. So I think when you look at it from that standpoint, it's like, how much do you really expect Cam Ward or any quarterback, but specifically Cam Ward, to, like, do in this, like, system?
to compete with other teams and
Yeah,
prove why he's the number one.
But,
draft
I
pick.
mean, at times he does look like a rookie. I mean, because he is a rookie. Like,
He makes mistakes,
Yeah,
but
of course. Like, there's going to be players where it's like, yo, like,
even
what am I watching?
even like seasoned veterans make mistakes.
Yeah, but then
we can't
you
judge
also
him off
see
that.
and then you also see like the extended plays that he makes and then the arm angles that he throws the ball when he slings it. So it's like you see like little like glimpses where it's like, okay, like I see like why
You see the talent.
Yeah. I don't think it's a talent issue at all. Like,
No.
I definitely don't think it's a talent issue. I just think he's young, and he has to like kind of grow into himself and grow into his own.
Yeah, we'll see him in a couple years. I'm sure he'll have
Yeah,
some breakout games and some
Yeah,
seasons.
for
but-
sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully they give him some help too down there.
Yeah. Let's see. I think the Pats' offense too is more kind of. When we think about offenses, we think of the Kansas City Chiefs and their quote unquote explosive offense with Patrick Mahomes and other receivers like Xavier Worthy and I can't think of other people.
Yeah, real deep threats.
Yeah.
And then you got your like Rashid Rice. That's
Yeah.
not really so much of a deep threat, but is really like consistent.
Good route
Yeah,
runner.
good route runner, like good hands. Somebody you can count on when you really
Yeah.
need a first down.
I'm seeing more kind of the Patriots like as the season goes on. It's like I believe we're like halfway through the season now, and I'm kind of seeing kind of that kind of comfort where they're willing to throw the deep ball because they know Drake May can make it, and they know that their receivers can get wide open or even catch that 50-50 ball. Because I believe we saw a couple of them that game with like Mac Hollins catching one off the sideline and then one into the end zone right in the corner, which was a beautiful throw and like an amazing catch. But
Yeah, the Patriots system is just like offensively is just so weird.
you can't tell what they're gonna do.
It's because
and
they're like the OC Josh McDaniels. I know he had a couple like head coaching jobs where he left New England. It was terrible, but then he just came back, and it's like their system, like it's only they're the only team that can do it.
Yeah.
And like it fits them like
And it
so
works
It works for them
well.
so good. But like when he tried to go to Las Vegas a couple years ago when he was their head coach, and
It was rough.
he tried to implement that same system, like it's
No, it was-
terrible.
it was
but
rough.
it's just somehow, no matter what, like the New England system like works like only for New England.
And it's like hard to judge too as a
Yeah.
defense because you don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Because we've seen Drake May, he can run, he can throw a deep ball, and he can throw like
Yeah.
quick checkdowns to Ramondre Stevenson, who can get the yards
Yeah.
they need.
And it's like the Patriots are never had offensive like skill positions that are gonna wow you.
Yeah.
They were always system players. Like this year
Well,
now.
we'll see now.
Now you have Diggs obviously, but like you got Keyshawn Booth like taking the top off the defense like 80 yards down the field. Like
Twice.
That's never
Twice.
That's never something you would have expected. Like Austin Hooper is it?
Yep.
Austin Hooper. He's a cool tight end, but like him making plays like they just have a way
Like
of getting
athletic plays, you don't see
like
that.
they just have a way of getting like the most production out of their guys, and it fits their system.
Yeah.
More so than it's not the George Kittles, the Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, like guys. You know what I'm saying?
See running the ball.
Yeah.
It's
You
nothing
know what I'm
like that,
saying?
but it's like they all work together in like a well-oiled machine, and it works for them. Where they're not trying to be flashy,
Yeah.
they just want to get into the end zone every single drive, and most of the time they do,
Yeah.
and it's a beautiful thing to watch in motion.
Yeah, I do want to see like as the year goes on because the caliber of team. I mean, they played Pittsburgh that we talked about that game, but they did beat Buffalo, which was a really good win for
Yeah.
them.
I don't think many people expected that. but
I definitely did it. They beat
I
Buffalo.
didn't
That
see
was
that
really
either.
good. But I want to see like how like true it can actually like how true they can stay to it, and like
Yeah.
how many like good teams can they knock off? Because like they beat the Saints, like we know what the Saints.
I don't
are.
think they have a
Titans.
difficult season this year, which
Yeah. Which is
every team is their own, so you
Yeah.
can't really judge a schedule because it's all random. They don't pick it, but people have been saying it's an easy schedule. But you got to remember, these are like professional teams
For sure.
and professional athletes.
For sure.
So it's never going to be an easy game, even
Yeah.
if you think so, based off of how they played like
yeah.
in the past years. So every game can go completely the other way. So we can't really say they're playing easy teams. Sure, they play the Titans, but
Yeah.
the Titans have good dynamics and good like people as
Yeah,
well. So
the Titans like they're I don't know, it's weird. Like they're 1-6, but they're more talented than like 1-6. Like a couple years ago, like when the Lions were going like winless, like they were like terrible. Like they didn't really have any talent, and then they started getting everybody. But or like the Browns back in the day when they won like 3 seasons and they only won like 3 games. I think collectively, like they didn't really have a lot of talent.
No.
But like the Titans, like they actually have pieces. I feel like it's just like,
they're missing a few that makes
Stuff
it
just happens,
them like a really competitive.
I mean, well, they fired Vrabel for no reason, so that's.
Well, now look at that.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
got-
That's a very big piece.
New England got him, and look at us now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's a very big piece. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. But I am interested to see how the Patriots look like as the season goes.
I'm actually really I like kind of the coaching style of Vrabel. We see him in practice with like those like shoulder pads on, getting in
really
there,
hands on,
getting in them with them. That's got to do something for the team. That's got to
course.
boost everything.
Of
for
course,
them.
he's a player's coach.
Yeah,
like, he's
you got to be
somebody-
excited when your coach comes out with the pads and
Yeah.
walks it through. He played for the Patriots,
Yeah.
so everyone there's got to love him, and they
Yeah.
do love him
Yeah.
because he's performing. His team is without a doubt the owners of the. I'm gonna say that. They beat the Bills.
As of right now, yeah.
They beat the
we'll
Bills.
see.
It counts. They're on top for right now.
We'll see. But yeah, I think that definitely goes a long way because, bro, nobody wants to play for like a coach that one is telling you to do stuff and it's
Yeah.
like I don't even think you would do it yourself.
No.
Or like somebody that's like never done it. But Mike Vrabel played outside linebacker.
He knows what he's doing.
Like you got to be a pretty tough dude to play outside linebacker. One for Bill Belichick and the Patriots in that era and like in the NFL period. Like, you got to be like some type of a sicko. So, you know.
It's all in the head.
Yeah, I'm telling you. There was a clip, I think, when he got, or a player got in a fight and he, like, jumped in with them.
He gets right in there, and it's like
his nose was bleeding or something like
it's
that.
got to be.
Yeah, like, bro, you love
If I'm on the sideline and I see that, I'm like, I
telling
would
you.
die for this, man.
I'm telling you, you love that. And that definitely goes a long way. And you can see on the field, too.
Yeah. Even, like, after, like, games and all that, he's got bonding with every team. He's got handshakes for everyone. He celebrates with the team.
It's a family.
So,
like, a lot of people preach, like, family, but, like, not a lot of people can.
Vrabel actually does it. It's not just talk.
Yeah.
He's part of it. So
Definitely.
It's great to see.
Yeah.
Also, we didn't see a ton of turnovers for the Patriots. There was a few questionable kind of flags and all that, I know, too. But, you know.
Yeah, they've been pretty good. They've been pretty good about keeping hands on the ball, cut the fumbles down from Ramondre.
Yeah.
I believe Gibson is out for the year with an injury, I believe.
I believe ACL, something
Yeah. But, yeah, Drake May hasn't been turning it over too much compared to last season.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Earlier in the season, too.
Yeah. Earlier in the season, he was on pace for, like, I forget what the graphic was, but I think, like 15-something picks or something like that. But, like, he's
locked in. He went, 21 for 23, which is incredible for any quarterback to do.
Perfect.
Yeah. So it's really something to see, and it's got to feel good. So I'm expecting kind of a lot coming forward later into the season, and who knows, we might see a playoff game in New England for once.
Who knows? Hopefully, it's been a while. You guys might not know how to act up there.
We might get excited down in Boston.
Up there in Foxborough.
Foxborough might go crazy for once.
You guys might not know how to act.
I don't know. But also, like, the rookie Will Campbell, too, he's one of the best rookies on the line right now.
For sure.
So we've seen him he hasn't really put up a lot of pressure. We know he's going to be tested next week against the likes of Myles Garrett, one of the best rushers in the league.
For sure.
So we'll see how he does there. But so far in the season, I'm very, like, proud and excited to watch him play because he plays with, like, heart, and he doesn't, like, quit on the play. Like, he blocks all the way around, and it
Yeah.
doesn't even matter.
That's what
But-
you need, especially from a left tackle. It's the
Mhm.
well, if you're right-handed quarterback, which most of the quarterbacks are,
Yeah.
it's the blind side. So you definitely need a
Yeah.
dog out there, like, hold it down on the O-line.
Yeah.
That's all for this week's action on the Benchwarmers block. We've seen an incredible week of football, from an offensive masterclass in New England to a very much one-sided affair in Cleveland. Join us next week as we break down Week 8 of the NFL season. Until then, I'm your host, Brandon,
And I'm Andrew.
and this has been the Benchwarmers block.